So if your walk-in cooler is dripping water, you can see this one, the fan blade's actually hitting the water. It's running down the front, dripping down onto their product here and down into these buckets. It might be something as simple as a plugged up drain pan. So I'm gonna kind of show you what all that entails, but basically, since this coil on the back here is cold and coolers are a high humidity environment, the cold surface of the coil condenses water onto it, and that water runs down and it's collected in this pan. You can see it's got a break in it there, and all of that water runs then to this nipple and drains. Now, depending on your system, it might be draining into an insulated pipe. It could be PVC, it could be copper like we have here. This is kind of a smaller copper. It's usually a flare fitting similar to this, but where this goes is to some clear tubing here. And I can see this clear tubing doesn't have water sitting in it, as far as I can tell. So I think that we're plugged a little bit more locally there. But we'll probably go downstairs and see where that drains to. And I might just try to drain it from the bottom end. If you're feeling your pan, the drain pan like this, and it's full of water, then you know it is a plugged drain. Otherwise, if it's leaking out of like a screw, then it might just be a loose screw. If it's leaking out of the outside of this nipple, it could just be a fitting that needs to be tightened. But in this case, I think we're plugged somewhere between probably this opening and where it hooks up to the tubing right here. So here's where that comes down. This is kind of a, I mean, it's a fine way of doing it, but it's not the most precise looking. There's the actual condenser. And you can see it runs over to here, and we have absolutely no water coming out of it. So what we're going to do is just stick the shop back on here and see if we can't suck the sludge through the condensate line. If we can't, then we'll work at it from the top side instead of the bottom side. Okay, so that one is proving to be too difficult to unblock from this end, so I'm going to have to go up and do it from the top end. I might actually spin that nut off of there, but potentially I'll spill some water, but the cooler's already pretty wet, so I guess that wouldn't really be a big deal, but let's go up there and do that, I guess. Wow, it's actually really bad. There we go. Wow, that one is really plugged. I don't think I've seen one that plugged for a while. Oh, that's a lot of water. So we are going to clean this out. I had quite a bit of sludge in it for whatever reason. It does drain, but let's just get it cleaned really good before we put it back. A long piece of wire like this, take it and kind of scrub it back and forth through there, and you can usually knock all the debris or most of the debris free, and then just rinse it out with water and you're good. Nice and clean now. That's how much water we got out of the cooler. Very nasty. And then we'll just suck out that line one more time and we should be good. Right now I can blow through it so I know it's clear. Here's another walk-in cooler drain pan. This one's not plugged up, thankfully. But you can see here they have a coupling, and if you wanted to take this apart, it wouldn't be super fun. So hopefully in this instance you'd be able to just shop back it out. Sometimes they'll have a fitting you can actually take apart here in case you do have to clean it out or something, but in this case they don't have that either. Strange that there's a trap on here. I do not see a lot of coolers with a trap installed like that, because this does not actually plug into or hook up into the sanitary sewer, it just drains to a floor drain over there and has like a 1-inch air gap. Here's another one. This one looks like a 3/4 male iron pipe thread by 5/8 male, and just goes to a copper line that goes eventually somewhere, I guess. I haven't seen a lot of side drains like that. So anyway, I hope that was helpful in figuring out your walk-in cooler situation. Obviously, it's sometimes just very basic stuff that's actually the problem, but sometimes kind of nice to be pointed in the right direction. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later.